Hello, welcome to your class. Today you are going to learn enlargement of shapes with negative scale factor. Okay, so let's start over with our first question. In this question, what you need to do, you have scale factor equals to negative, that is -2, right? Positive scale factors we have already covered. The same way you are going to apply over here. What's that? Center of enlargement P is given to you. So the first thing you need to do, always name your shape, that is A, B, C, D. Okay, so in this way you can find all of your points one by one, that is A, B, C, D, and then we can make a different shape. Okay, so for finding the coordinates of A, that means X, Y, I am going from P towards A. Okay, across A means X and up or down means Y, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. It means X coordinate is equals to 4. But because you are going backward, remember you are going backward. Back is always negative, so it means it is not only 4 but -4, right? In the same way, to find your y coordinate, you need to move up. Look, A is over here. So I need to move only one point up. It means y is equals to 1. Only 1. If you go down, it will be -1, right? So A is done now. Alright. Now look at B. So from P to B, cross B, I have only one point. Look, from here to here, right? So it means that x would be equals to -1 because you are going back, right? And what about y? You need to move up. This is B. It means one point you need to move up. That means y would be equals to 1. Fine. Okay, now we are going to find D, right? First, I am going up. 1, 2, 3. That means my y coordinate would be equals to 3. Okay, and what about x? Now move across D, that is 1 point backward. Okay, so it means your x is going to be -1. So what is left now? C only. So let's now move towards D. How many points I need to move towards C? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it means your x is going to be -4. Now you know why, because you are going back from P. Now what we have to do, we need to move up now. Okay, how many points? 1, 2, 3. That means your y coordinate is going to be 3. Okay guys, so now what we need to do, we need to write our new points for new rectangle according to your scale factor. So -4 times -2. As you already know that we always multiply with scale factor, okay? So the same thing I'm doing over here. So might be you are feeling that this is a long way of doing, but remember, once you have done this, you are not going to make any mistake, okay? So that's why I am telling you with each and every step. Okay, now for y coordinate, what you need to do, the same thing, you have to multiply with -2. Okay, now if you have learned board mass, so you can do it easily, but remember, if you haven't learned, then go back in board mass lesson and please take your lesson. Okay, so look at here, we have to multiply 4 and 2. It's gonna give me 4 times 2, 8. What about these signs? Negative, negative. Minus times minus is always positive, right? So it means -4 times -2 will give me +8. +8 you can write as it is, but I'm writing here only just to explain you. Okay, so here I am writing 1 times 2 is 2, plus times minus is minus. Okay, so again you need to take your lesson of board mass, that is very important. It means I'm left with 8 and -2. In the same way, I'm going to find my B, that is -1 times -1. You have scale factor equals to -2. Just multiply it by -2 and -1 times -2. Here 1 times -2. Nothing you have to do, just with your scale factor you need to go in each point and multiply every coordinate with your scale factor. Okay, so once we are going to do in detail and later we can do it quickly. Okay, so -1 times -2, what you are left with, 2 times 1 is 2 and minus times minus is plus. Okay, so I'm leaving it as it is because 2 means plus 2, right? All right, so here we have 1 times 2, that is 2. What about your signs? Plus minus means minus, right? So we are left with 2 minus 2. Now c is equals to -4, and what we have to do? We need to multiply it by -2 and 3 also with -2, right? So it would be equals to 4 times 2, 8, minus minus is plus, right? And next one is 3 times 2 is 6 and minus plus equals to minus. So 8 minus 6 are your new coordinates. Now we are left with d, which is equals to -1 and 3. Okay, the same thing, -1 times -2 and 3 times -2. So what we are left with, 1 times 2 is 2, minus times minus is plus always. Okay, 3 times 2 is 6 and plus times minus is minus. So we are left with 2 minus 6. Okay, all right, now what we have to do, we have to plot all of the points one by one according to your center of enlargement. Center of enlargement is P, that means P is equals to 0, 0. Okay, now what we need to do, we have to plot all of these points one by one according to your center of enlargement. Okay, P is 0, 0 right now because this is your center of enlargement. So how many numbers I need to move across P? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 here. Okay, and -2 down, that means 1, 2. So where your A will be? Here, A dash. Okay, so now I am going to find my B dash, that is 2 and -2. Where your 2? Here, 1, 2. And now -2 means 2 numbers down, 1, 2. This is your B dash. All right, down and back means negative. Okay, the next one is 8 minus 6, that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then -6. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this would be your C dash. Now I have to find my D, that is equals to 2 and -6. 2 means 1, 2 and -6 means downward 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. So D dash is your new point. So here what you need to do, you need to join all these points. So look at it like this, and then we have this one and this one, last one is this. So look at, this is your new rectangle. Okay, so you can call it as A dash. So this is your new enlarged shape, which is according to scale factor -2, right? I hope that you understood how you can find your enlargement with negative scale factor. Okay, now what we are going to learn, we are going to learn negative scale factor and a fraction scale factor. That means we are going to make our size smaller. Understand? Center of enlargement, again you have P here, and according to this center of enlargement you need to find all of your points, that is A, B, C. Okay, so let's start doing this quickly. Okay, now you tell me that if I want to go from P towards A, where is the way to go? Is it here? Is it here? Or is it here? Yes, of course, it is towards right. That means 1, 2. 1, 2 means 2 is your X. And what about Y? Look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many points you need to go down? How many points you need to go down? 6. So it means you are going down, so 6 will be negative. It means A is equals to 2 minus 6, right? Now let's do for B the same thing. We have to move 1, 2 points towards right. That means your X is equals to 2. Okay. What about your Y? You need to move 1, two points upwards. Okay, this is one box and this is second box, so just need to count the boxes. So you need to move two boxes up, that means your y will be 2. Here it is not negative because you are moving upward. Up and right is plus. For C, what we need to do again, where is C, where is C? Here is C. It means I need to come down. How many numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so how many boxes I have to go down? 6 boxes. It means your y will be equals to minus 6 because you are going down, right? Now you have to move towards right. How many boxes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, it means your x will be equals to 6. Understand? Now we have found all of our points. What we need to do, we need to apply our scale factor. Okay, that's important because we need to find enlarged shape according to your scale factor. Okay, look at here. What you need to do now, you need to multiply each number of your point with your scale factor, that is minus 1 by 2. So if you feel difficult to multiply these type of numbers, then you need to learn the lesson fraction of a number. Okay, so I have made this lesson. If you need to learn, please go back into that lesson, and board mass and fraction of number is very important, right? So first learn that lesson and then come here back. Okay, so now let's do it again quickly. I'm giving you a quick recap how you can do this. 2 times negative 1 by 2 means first I'm going to multiply my signs. Minus and plus means minus, right? When you have only 1 times minus, it means it's going to be minus, right? So now what you need to do, you have to make half of 2. Half of 2 means 1. Okay, the other way what you are going to do, 2 times 1 by 2 means you need to divide 2 by 2. That's gonna give you 1. So it means your x right now is negative 1. Okay, so minus 6 times minus 1 by 2 means you need to divide 6 by 2. Okay, 6 by 2, that's gonna give you 3, right? What about your signs? This is negative, this is negative. Two negatives when are together, we are left with nothing. That means plus sign. Okay, now your new point is equals to minus 1, 3. In the same way, we can find our b, that is 2 divided by 2, right? 2 divided by 2 will give me 1. Look at, we have only one negative sign, so it's gonna be with your answer, that is minus 1. Okay, now same thing, you have 2 and you need to divide it by 2, it will give you 1. And look at, you have only once negative sign, it means you have to write answer equals to minus 1. Okay, now look at in C, what you need to do the same thing. 6 divided by 2 will give you 3, right? 2 times 3 is 6, and we have only one negative sign, that is minus 1 by 2. So that is going to be in your answer. Now 6 divided by 2 again will give you 3. What about your signs? You have two negative signs, it means they are going to be finished. Finished means no sign. Minus minus give you plus. That means no sign. Alright, so you are left with 3 only. These are your new points, that is A dash, B dash and C dash, and we are going to plot according to our center of enlargement. So let's start over with A dash, that is minus 1. Minus 1 means you have to go back once, that is here, and then 3 times up, 1, 2, 3 here. So this is your A dash. Okay, this is your A dash. Now for B dash, what we need to do, minus 1 means 1 times backward and minus 1 means 1 times downward. So here is your B. Okay, all right, so now for C dash, what we need to do, minus 3, that means 3 times backward from P, 1, 2, 3 here, and then 3 times up, that is 1, 2, 3 here. This is your C dash. Okay, now what we need to do, we need to join all these points and then we are done. That is like this, and then like this. So this is your new triangle. Because your scale factor is equals to negative, it means your shape has been flipped upside down. Look. So this is your new triangle. Alright, look at this question. You have to do it yourself. Your scale factor is equals to negative 1 by 2. Okay, and try to solve it yourself. Hope you enjoyed your lesson. See you in the next class. Take care.